up, guys? My name is Teyo, and welcome to Logmatt's Creative Circle.
And that's how it be. Welcome again. This is Logmatt Creative Circle. My name is Teyo, your host. This is episode, I guess, I don't know what number, but this is just episode, this number. For me, it's episode 2. This is my second episode. I got my equipment today. Pretty cool stuff. Let me turn this candle on real quick, actually. Lol. Let me see if I can pause the audio. I don't know if I can. I have a lighter in my pocket. Yeah. Lol. I got a lighter in my pocket. Cool. Lighting this. While I light this up, I'm tell you guys a story. I had it in my notes to tell it in the podcast, and I never did. I was supposed to say this in the first episode. But so let me put this candle real quick. No sponsorships, Lol. I moved the brand out of the camera shot for the audio people. So a quick story of a boat. This is gonna be a boat story. I got some effects because I got a new mixer. Let's check these effects out. Never mind. Okay, chill. Okay, to claim. Okay, so it was my mom's birthday. This happened probably 2 months ago. I have some pictures and videos also I might post if you guys maybe want to see that. I don't fucking know. Basically, we were out in a boat, so it was like a boat day, right? And it, around this time we knew that there is like a hurricane. Not a hurricane. Yeah, guys, I guess a hurricane happening, a tropical hurricane in Florida. Pretty usual and stuff. And we still went out, we still did a thing. So we were going around like different lakes on the boat. So we went to like, I forgot the names, but like a lake here and then a lake there. And then by the end of the day-ish, by 6 p.m., we were at the last lake that we were stopping at, and then we were going to do some karaoke, and then we were going to go home. And we were pretty far off of the actual house of our friend's house. Let me, kind of tell the story better. We were at my mom's friend's house. We were in the middle of the lake. Then we were like, we wanted to do some karaoke, so we went in the middle of the lake to do some karaoke. We did some karaoke, and then we saw like the skies to turn a little gray, and I was like, okay, let's go before starts getting worse or whatever. So then the guy, the owner of the boat, the captain, I guess I could say, tries to turn on the car. It's not turning on. Tries again. It's not turning on, and then he's like, "Oh shit, let's check the engine and whatever." Checks it, whatever, and then he's like, "Nothing seems wrong." And he thinks to himself if he didn't put enough gas, and he knows that he put enough gas. And then we were asking him if he put enough gas. He says, "Yes, we put. I know we put enough gas." It's even showing in the thing. That's like we still have like a quarter left of gas or whatever. And then my mom's boyfriend went to the gas tank, and you can see like it's basically empty. And he saw it, and then he kind of went, he went out to the captain, and he told him like, it's empty, bro. Like you can clearly see it's empty. So we're stuck. So we're basically stuck. And then it started getting worse and worse and worse with the sky. It started, starting to rain and starting to pour, right? And we were kind of freaking out because the wind was pushing us and pushing us and pushing us towards some, we're in like a lake, and there's like the swamp, and then there's like the little like foresty area, and it was pushing us towards that because it was, the hurricane, the wind, the rain, whatever. So then we were like, oh shit, what we're going to do? We have a karaoke, and I have a mic. And I have the mic in my hand, and I'm like, shit, I mean, I'm going to have to scream, gonna have to scream for help. in the mic so people can hear us like out loud and shit. So then my mom and my mom's boyfriend starts kind of like looking around to see if we can find anybody. And then later on we saw like 3 jet skis far in the lake. And by this point we were really, really, really close to the actual like trees, swamp thingy thing. And because the wind had pushed us, and then we see them, and then we start waving them down, and we're like, hey, and then me being smart grabs the mic, and then starts also screaming in the mic like, hey, like help. And then they come over here and basically just sees what's up, like what you guys up to, why are you guys like screaming help and shit. And then we were like, oh, we got no gas. The thing is pushing us. By the way, some more context to the story. My mom's friend, the captain of the boat, doesn't like have any other friends really that can come and help him. The only one friend that he knows is his friend. His boat is really big, and it can't really like go through a bridge that you have to go through to get to us where we're at, because we had like a smaller boat, I guess. So we kind of had to get through that bridge, and then we were able to meet with my mom's friend, the captain's one only friend that had a boat that can come and help us. I hope I'm making sense, bro. I'm really hoping I'm making sense. I'm trying to tell a story. We're waving these jet skis down, and then they come and helping, and then this one guy comes and jumps from his jet ski and kind of starts swimming towards us and lets his jet ski kind of like go. And we were really close by the swamp, and the jet ski kind of just like left and kind of got stuck in the swamp or whatever. And he kind of grabbed the rope and put it in his jet ski, tied it in his jet ski, and kind of jumped in the water, started swimming like Rambo towards us in the boat, and then got out on top of the boat, gave us the rope to tie it in the boat so we can kind of get pulled by them or whatever. And then we were like, what is going on right now, bro? I even have like videos of all this going. Like literally, we were just like 30 minutes or like 10 minutes ago, we were just singing karaoke. I was singing like Gangster's Paradise. I was like, as I walk to the valley of the shadow of death, I take a look at my eyes and then it was crazy because like whenever he jumped from his jet ski to swim towards us with his with the rope to tie it in the boat, he had lost the key to the actual jet ski, so in the water. So yeah. Luckily it wasn't like a house key that has like some exactly codes thingy that you need it. It's more of like a lock. I don't know. One of those bathroom like doors that you only have to like kind of, you can put a coin and kind of flip it and it'll open the whole lock. It was something like that for the jet ski, so you kind of needed a stick and you can kind of turn it on or whatever. So he needed just like a stick or whatever, but still he lost the key, and I was like, oh shit. We were like, oh, kind of like freaking out because we thought it was like a bigger thing than it was. But it made the whole situation more dramatic than it had to be because we were over even more freaking out because we were like, oh. But then his other 2 friends, the other 2 jet skis, kind of like came and so helped us out. They kind of like pulled us out from the whole disaster, pulled the other jet ski out, and then we were already tied up with the rope, so they kind of just pulled us all the way out from the swamp because we were already stuck in the swamp. They pulled us all the way outside of that bridge, and then the captain's friend that had the boat came with some gasoline, gave us some gasoline, and then we went to like a gas station for boats, refueled with some gas, went home, ate some cake, and showed them the pictures and the videos I took of the whole dramatic thing that went down. And yeah, that was the whole story that I wanted to tell you guys in the beginning of this podcast. But this episode 2, really cool thing that I'm like finally going on with this podcast. I've always wanted to make a podcast, but I've never really pulled the trigger to do it. And now that I have all the equipment to do it, nothing's holding me back. You know the vibes. This is Logmatt coming, and I arrived. I'm really excited, but I'm not trying to speak really loud. Yeah, tomorrow. Today's Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday. Tomorrow I gotta go to work in the morning, and then I have to come back and I'm gonna be with Jeremy and Berg. We're gonna do some episodes and stuff. And then I got some other episodes planned for next week with K9 Don and Kobe Gonzalez, aka owner of Cover 3. Pretty cool stuff. Pretty cool people. All these people are obviously people I've met through the years. This is a creative circle, so it's creative circle. I don't know what else to say. It's creative circle. It's Logmatt's creative circle. So it's people that I've met throughout the years and cool people that I really think that should have a voice and are valuable. You know what I mean? And I know we can get some cool conversations out of them. And definitely would love to learn more about them and stuff. Cause I just always wanted to, get to know more and more of people in general. Sorry, that was my neck. I just cracked it. But yeah, I feel like the podcast is such a good excuse to have a conversation with someone and just get to know them. So my haircut. Last episode 1, I don't know if this episode is going to be numbered, but the first episode I had a different haircut. Same shirt, but different haircut. I got a haircut, right? And I went to this new place. I'm not gonna say their name. And I went in and, nobody really said anything. I was like, what the fuck? Am I in the wrong place? Is this a barbershop? Obviously it was a barbershop because there was seats and whatever, and there were people sitting down. They were just talking. They were talking in Spanish, and completely ignored the fact that I walked in, and then I was like, "Can I get a haircut?" And nobody was really looking at me at all. And then someone was like, "I guess I have to." And then he was like, "Oh shit, I guess." And then he kind of was like, "Let's go in here." And then I was like, "All right, bet." And then sat down, got the fucking haircut. Was like, "What do you want?" In Spanish. And then I told him what I kind of needed, and it kind of fucked up my hair because I don't know, the sides. This side right here, on my left side, he kind of cut it all the way through instead of letting it down. I don't know. I like when it's down. I don't know. I'm tripping about that. I'm probably tripping about that, honestly. You guys gotta let me know because I'm probably tripping about it. But I don't know. You guys let me know how it's a good haircut. Am I tripping about it? Did he do a shitty job? I think he did. If I would rate it, I would rate it a 7.5 flat. Okay, so I texted Jeremy, what are some good topics to talk about as a solo episode? Because I'm solo right now. Finding a recording process, how you acquire certain features, growing up not knowing English, good. The videos you made in the beginning versus now, finding the difference between fake and real friends, facts. Okay, so I'm going to talk about finding a recording process. So finding a recording process, it's just a loop. You know what I mean? You want to be consistent with your recording, and that's the way that you'll be good. It's like a gym. The more you go to the gym, if you go to the gym every day, you'll be really good. You know what I mean? So that's the same way as anything really in general. So the more you do something, you will find something that will adjust to you and it'll adjust to your life and it'll adjust because everybody has his own path. Everybody has different lifestyles, different life living situations and stuff. So that's the way that you can find a recording process. Just doing it, even going against the grain. Like, I feel tired. Okay, well, I mean, if you want something, you're gonna do it. So, you still do it, still do it, still do it. How you acquire certain features? How do you acquire certain features? I'm not really sure what the fuck it means in that question, but I feel like if he means like how do you get certain inspirations or like how do you get certain skills, um, kind of learn who inspires you. Why do they inspire you? What is the thing that you like about them? Things like that, and then you'll be like, oh, okay, I like this. I like the clap. Oh my god. Okay, let me learn about the clap. Oh wow, it's layered with a snare or something like that. You know. Obviously, I'm talking about music and stuff, but um, growing up not knowing English good, so I moved from Florida to Ecuador when I was like 5, and then came back when I was like 11, 10, and my English wasn't the best, but my English was actually really bad. I still kind of knew some English, and they taught me some English in Ecuador, but still I wasn't good. I wasn't fluent. I wasn't talking English every day. I was talking Spanish, obviously, and yeah, and I was in ESOL and stuff for like a lot of years. Even in high school, I was in like intense reading. Even I was in class with Jeremy in intense reading and stuff, and even then, I hated it so much. And I remember I needed to pass that to graduate, and there was a certain time that I was like, "Holy crap! I don't know if I'll be able to graduate because I can't even pass intensive reading." Um, and yeah, but it's all about going against the grain and being comfortable in the uncomfort zone. So if you're good at that, you can really accomplish anything. So I really feel like, just being comfortable in the comfort zone. I feel like I remember Jack Black said once, you have to find, you have to be comfortable being embarrassed or something like. You have to embrace embarrassment. And I was like, wow, incredible. So yeah, the videos you made in the beginning versus now. So I always think about it like this: how did I find out that this was my passion, or stuff like that, or how did I know I wanted to make YouTube videos? I kind of didn't really know I wanted to make YouTube videos, but I knew that video and photography and production really interested me. So I knew that. So at least from that, I was like, okay, let me just record anything that interests me. So I was making videos of tech decks. Then I was making gaming videos and just videos of vlogs, cooking, just anything that interested me, literally. So then I kind of stopped everything because I was like, I'm doing videos for no reason, in a way, you know what I mean? So then I kind of like started doing music. I wanted to make videos of music just to monetize it and kind of find a way to make money off of that. And then I'm not gonna say it didn't work out, but I'm just kind of backed out from that. But now I'm coming back with a different perspective. Now my videos that was in the beginning, but now my videos I'm coming back with a different perspective of like, oh wow, I definitely know what I want to do now. I definitely am certain specifically what I want to do, what I want to stand for in a way. So yeah, I feel like that's the difference from then and now. Like I feel like my production and all the experience I went through the years kind of helped me to produce this type of content, to produce this type of production that I hope is good. Yeah. Finding the difference between fake and real friends. Let me take a sip of water real quick. I feel like the camera is bent a little bit, but I'm pretty sure in editing I'm gonna make it right. I'm loving this. I love podcasts. I've always wanted to make a podcast. Definitely want to kind of make it um a consistent thing, bro. I love this shit. Definitely want to have guests on and shit. Um, I'm trying to figure out if I'm gonna sit here or if I want to sit there. I'm still trying to figure out if the camera's gonna be here or if the camera's gonna be there. I'm still trying to figure out if I'm gonna put a different camera here because I definitely have another camera that I could set up, which I will. But I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna move everything. If I'm gonna get another table, if I'm gonna get another one of these, because I could get one. I'm probably gonna get another of these for the mixer that I have. For the audio people, I'm just talking about the whole setup of the actual podcast for the camera, for the visuals and stuff. If a little commercial break because I don't have no sponsorships yet, but the only sponsorship that I have is Logmatt Productions. You guys know the vibes. By the time you guys listening to this podcast, my video Sliding Like I'm Batman has came out. Teyo, you guys know the vibes. Directed by Kobe Gonzalez, an incredible videographer / creative in general overall, photographer, director in general overall. Incredible visionary, creative. We're gonna have him on soon too. I've already said that at the beginning of the episode. LMAO. So back to the question. Finding the difference between fake and real friends. I'm really young and I feel like I'm still finding that out. I'm really young and I feel like I'm still finding that out. I'm still, learning. I'm still doing, mistakes in life, and I'm learning, how friendships work, the type of friendships that I should be involving myself in, and how friendships work. I don't know. It's really hard to find someone that you can really be friends with and kind of connect on the same level to, be near each other a lot, near each other a lot, and then kind of hang out with each other a lot and be comfortable with each other to the point that you guys can hang out a lot and doesn't feel forced. It doesn't feel heavy. It doesn't feel like it's like, it doesn't feel like it's an obligation to hang out with them to just keep that relationship alive. You know what I mean? Like, you just want to, like, oh shit, like, oh yeah. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to be like, I guess I want to hang out and shit. I don't know. I feel like that's the way I've noticed that to tell, not fake or real friends. I guess fake is just people that do you wrong and stuff. And instantly, if you feel an energy, a bad energy, just leave. I read a lot of people with energy and stuff, and most of the times, every time like I get a bad energy or get a energy or like a weird energy, it's just, and then later on I find out, yeah, they're not cool. Yeah, they're actually a bitch or whatever. And I'm like, wow, funny thing, because like I kind of had a bad feeling about them, and they're like, yeah, cool. I'm gonna talk about how the music video that I recorded with Kobe, Sliding Like I'm Batman, went down, and like how, behind the scenes and everything with it. So basically, I hit Kobe up and told him, yo, I have an idea for a music video. Would love for your help. Would love to have your help. And he said, yes, bro. Let me know when and whatever, and then I'll come by and then we can do the music video. And I was like, bet. Perfect. Later on, time goes by, and then I said, okay, bet. I have the perfect time. Let me know. He said, cool. Let's meet for like like a little collaboration meeting and then plan the music video. Said, bet, let's meet. We met. I brought Jeremy. We had a cool meeting. That shit was amazing. Then we went on to plan on the music video. He was really involved. He presented a whole, how he wanted the music video to be done and the idea he had and the colors, and I was like, I loved it all. Bet, let's do it. Then we went to a park, um, and then we kind of shot the whole thing in one day, and then did it all. I bought the carpet and the floor that you guys saw. We went to Walmart and we got that for like clearance, I think. Oh wait, the camera went out. Give me 1 second, audio people. All right, we're back. So, yeah, that carpet that you guys saw in the video that I was standing on in this Lightning Like a Batman music video, I bought that in Walmart. It was in clearance for like $20, and that shit was like perfect colors and everything. And Kobe picked that out, by the way. And then he got like a reflector for the car, and that was also reflect. We used that for the reflector for the sun to reflect it in my face, and like in the beginning of the shot, in the intro part, whenever I'm like 1, 2, that part you can see like the sun reflected in my face, and that's the light. We use it as the light. You know what I mean? Shit. So that was fire. But yeah, he was in the shot. The camera was here, the mic I was here, and then he was like underneath it, just trying to catch the sun and kind of pointing it at my face and shit. And yeah, it was pretty cool. I also got some pictures, bro. I always be taking pictures. I got some pictures of the behind the scenes of that. But yeah, that was pretty cool. But talking about that, let's talk about Zach. My friend Zach, I met him. A really cool story, and I met him in this way. After that whole park situation, we recorded that video. We were walking towards my car, across the street, whatever, and then there was like a basketball court, and then I was going to my car, putting myself away. Kobe was putting himself away, and then this one kid came up to Kobe, started talking to him, and I was in my car, and then I look over, and to Kobe and see, and then because he had parked a little far away, not far away, but like a couple parking places away from me, and then this kid, aka Zach, was talking to Kobe, and then I was like, oh, they're talking, so let me go over there and see what's up, and make sure there's no fucking. I don't got no swing to nobody. I don't have to swing to nobody. And then I went over there, and then I introduced myself, and I was like, "What's up? I'm Mateo, whatever." And he said, "Hey, I'm Attack." And I saw him with the camera, and I wanted start asking him some camera questions, and he was like, "Yeah, it's pretty cool." And I had my keyboard with me, like my MIDI keyboard with me. And I was like, yeah, I'm also a producer and stuff. And he was like, dope. I play guitar and stuff. And I was like, yo, that's cool. Get my number so we can, record and stuff, and we can cook up. Because, you play guitar, and we can make some beats and stuff. And he was like, bet. Got my number. He came over. We, worked on some beats or whatever. We talked a lot. We chopped it up. We talked out fuck done. Really, really cool dude. I really enjoy the conversations that we had. I definitely can see us recording a lot, in general for the podcast. So he's definitely gonna be a guest in here. Excited to see his POV perspective of the whole, and when we met and stuff. Because when I met, that was my story, my POV, my perspective when we met. And I remember him telling me the story, but I'm excited for him to tell you guys the story. But pretty cool dude. He's gonna be really involved with Logmatt Productions, and with working with the music videos, involved with that and stuff. With the podcast, he's gonna be co-hosting a lot of episodes as well, hosting some episodes in the future maybe. But yeah, really excited for that in the future in general. Something that I was really excited for is that whenever I uploaded the first episode of the podcast, I went to Spotify and I saw it, and I saw the actual like it said episode 1, and I saw the actual episode 1, and I was like freaking out inside so happily because I was like, bro, that's the only thing I ever wanted. Not really, but not like ever wanted, but I was just really happy of the fact to see my product in the store basically, because it was basically that, like you see your product in the stock, stock in Walmart, you see it there, and you're like, ah, like people can actually come here and buy it. Uh, that's the same exact feeling that I had. And like my product is up right now. You know what I mean? Like people can literally go over there and listen to it right now, and that's just such a good feeling. And I'm doing this with love. People, like I said in the Jeremy asked, um, it the difference from the content that I made in the past and the difference from the content that I made now. And it's really like in the past, I'm not gonna say I didn't care about the content, but I just made on whatever I was interested in. Like the videos and stuff. I love video, and I knew that. I knew I had a passion in video and production, but I just made it in whatever I was interested in. Now I can really, really, really focus in what I wanna support, you know what I mean, and I wanna stand for, which is art and music and creativity. You know what I mean? So yeah, I be going on and on and on rambles and rambles and rambles. Shout out to this shirt. My mom got it for me. She went to Canada, and the Beatles. I love the Beatles, bro. Who doesn't love the Beatles? I remember I went in a whole wave on the Beatles when I was in music school, and it was for like a whole year. Literally, I was listening to the Beatles. Oh wow, they have so many songs, but I listened to so many other songs, so many unreleased songs, so many like um different recordings, things and stuff, documentaries and shit. Really interesting. Really interesting. Really also about this podcast in general. I'm excited to have this um this in the market, and me in the market of podcasting, and bringing my what I can bring to of value to the market of podcasting. I know I can make a difference, and it's exciting to think about the future in general, and to know that I don't know what's gonna happen, and that's life, really. Excitement of the unknown. That's what makes life exciting. Not to get too deep. Lol. Just wanted to make a little solo episode. I feel like we're about to wrap up in 40 minutes. Um, really cool. Let me talk about the equipment that I got, bro. So I got 2 pod mics, Rode. Pretty cool, honestly. Really cool. I already had a boom arm. I got another one for this one. Really excited for that. All these podcast episodes I'm gonna do is probably gonna be with a guest or 2 people, co-host and a guest. I'm always gonna try to keep it only one guest. I don't want to have more than one guest. You know what I mean? I don't want to have 2 people because realistically, I don't have another mic. I do have another mic besides these 2, so technically I can have 3 people, but that's the max of good quality mics that I have. Later on in the future, I could probably have another one, but this is what we have so far. This whole podcast is sponsored by Logmatt Productions. If you guys are enjoying this, make sure you leave a like, subscribe to this channel and podcast, people. Much love to everybody. Thank you so much for everything. I don't know how you guys can support me. I think you guys can give me a rate. You guys can rate the podcast. And you guys, can give me a 5-star or whatever. I think that's how, like, the same version of liking a video or subscribing to the channel. I don't know if you guys can follow the podcast, but if you guys can, that mean the world to me, obviously. I love podcasting because you can, like, listen to this while you're driving or while you're running or while you're doing anything, cooking, cleaning, anything. Um, so that's a really cool thing about podcasting too. That's like a long form of entertainment. It's like we're talking about something. It's like kind of like hanging out with someone. Uh, I'm not gonna lie. I've gone through a breakup, and kind of being alone a lot, you know, was hard. And podcasting kind of helped me with that in a way. And it feels like I'm hanging out with someone in a way, I mean, it's kind of weird to think about it or say it out loud, but besides that, I hope you guys enjoy this episode. I hope it was fun hanging out with me, talking with me for a little bit. Definitely excited for the future episodes, for the future guests that I'm going to have. I'm going to try to make this as professional as I can. This is literally one of the main projects that I have in my life besides music, obviously. So yeah, really excited to see what's gonna come about in the future. So I appreciate you guys listening to this episode. Follow me on my Instagram at Logmatt with 2 T's and a Z at the end. And yeah, there's an Instagram for this podcast. It's called Logmatt's Creative Circle. But besides that, much love, take it easy, and have a blessed day. Peace.